here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I posit calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, so tonight we get another look at the decorated lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. This is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Such a nuanced game on the ground. Outstanding striker as well, and puts his belt on the line yet again tonight.
Yeah, you know, Johnny, puts his belt on the line. This guy does everything so well. He's so well-rounded. He's so skilled. He's so gifted. And he is so confident in his ability to go and get you. It's that simple. I'm gonna get you. I'll get my hands locked, I'll throw you to the ground, and I will make you engage with me on my terms. That has allowed him to become the champion, and tonight, he has even more of an advantage because there's the boy, Hasbullah.
Hasbullah entrenched in the corner of Islam Makhachev, and we'll probably have a photo shoot later if fans are interested to see how it goes for Makhachev tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Dateline, Anaheim, California, USA. We are inside Honda Center where women were ushered into the UFC in this very building back in 2013.
In this very building, you understood how big a star Ronda Rousey was, because this place was as loud.
Islam Makhachev gets the double leg takedown now.
Gotta be careful here. Get them all here.
Hand fight. Makhachev's in half guard.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fighter.
Makhachev getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, big shots from the top.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Makhachev's trying to get a triangle here.
It's in there deep. There you go. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
2 minutes now to go in round one.
In the half guard. Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed. Nice body shot.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, he's doing a real good job of levitating off of the strikes, too.
Makhachev's pass attempt denied. Seconds winding down in the opening round. Posture's up here and now going to the body with that big strike. Nicely done by Islam Makhachev. Round two straight ahead.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath. Let's get that heart rate down. All right, you with me? Good. Beautiful round. You definitely won that round. I want you.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. There was one submission attempt in the previous round, and this man is nothing if not an active pursuer of the submission.
He's going to continue to chase down that submission. Maybe the next time he gets it locked in, he'll find the finish.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Beautiful straight punch there by Islam Makhachev. Oh, big elbow. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Those punches to the body are really starting to take a toll. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammad. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Armbar.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Under 2 minutes now to go. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Belal Muhammad. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Muhammad. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to...
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight. Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
30 seconds to go in round 2. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Good round.
Now, this round, I want you to get that submission. You're getting close, but you're giving up position. You're giving up some space before you're attacking. I want you to look for it.
All right, so there's the final horn as this one goes the distance. Looked like at times he might get him out of there with a submission. Nonetheless, he'll have to settle for a decision.
He kept getting so close. He was so close on so many attempts that it's hard to believe that we are seeing the judges' scorecards. But in those attempts, I believe that he did enough to get this decision.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway, and we have seen across the board in the UFC, submission defense has gotten so good. Certainly that was on full display in the previous round.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of sliding right out of all of those submission attempts. Let's see if he continue to ward off those attempts as we go forward in the fight.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Makhachev.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Knee on belly, postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Let's go. Give me those body shots.
Makhachev's back to the side control now.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Nice positional control here.
Hammer fist.
About 2 minutes here to go in round 3. Well, he's got his back now. Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter that's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
He's got to start throwing down.
Now it's time for the hammer fist. Drop that hammer. Drop the hammer. 30 in the round.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Nicely done. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, side control now. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a deep breath. Breathe, relax. Okay, that was perfect. Great control on the ground, but I need you to be more active after those submissions.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the shot.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He is really double leg.
Got his guard pass.
Take your time, relax, breathe.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. And there you go, again, half guard.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, nice.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Islam Makhachev. Side control now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, looking for the submission now. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he's gonna get the finish. Knee on belly.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount here. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor.
Make sure he stays high.
30 seconds to go in the round. 20 seconds to go. Muhammad's in half guard now. Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Islam Makhachev. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Muhammad's in half guard. Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now.
Oh, it's getting tight.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Work, come on, I'll stand you up, let's work.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
He pinned his arm, he's got him in a crucifix.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Makhachev getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out. That's what they're going to get. All the grappling is beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show us.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Changing the position.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
30 seconds in the round. Good work from the top here by Belal Muhammad. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so his welterweight greatness continues tonight and still UFC champion.